Welcome to YQA, Your Questions Answered. My name is Melanie Usabi, and this is a show where we talk about everything to do with work, career, business, and life. Today, we're going to talk about time. Your time and your dime. Now, I am victim all the time, I have to say, of trying to pack in too much into my diary. And at the end of the day, not getting everything done and feeling disappointed in myself. And so this year, I have challenged myself, and I'm sharing this challenge with you, that I am going to be extremely prescriptive about my time, extremely realistic. And so I want to explain to you how I'm going to do that, and I want you to see if you can kind of join in the challenge with me. Now, number one, I started with my almost favorite activity, a time audit, just to see how much time do I actually have. I start off with, when I go to bed the night before, when do I wake up on the regular, when do I, how much time do I need to get ready and to kind of potter around my house? How much time do I need to work out? How much time do I need to commute into my business, into work? Also, what time do I need to spend with my family, spend with my friends? I calculated all of this so I could see, if there are any spare chunks of time that I could work with. And then on the flip, I said, okay, wait, Mel, you are going to write down every single thing that comes across your brain in terms of a to-do list. I am not kidding you. I am right now just gangsta with it. I have a pen and a little pad, and I'm writing down everything. I used to do this a lot a few years ago, and for some reason I fell off, and I realized with all of the competing things that go into my life, that are going on in my life right now, that are competing for my time and competing for my attention, I was losing track of things. I have some really clear responsibilities in regards to the awards, in regards to my day job, in regards to, my own business as well, in regards to my fitness, in regards to life admin. And so now, if it comes into my brain, no matter what part of my life it's from, the moment it comes into my brain, I write it down. And I write it down and I use like a little kind of acronyms right before it so I understand what it is. So for example, my wheelie bin was stolen. My garbage bin was stolen outside of my house. So under life admin, LA, then I put order new wheelie bins. Or if there is, I wanted to book a personal trainer. And so under life admin, I put kind of book personal trainer. I also, of course, keep this list for my day job at work. And then I also keep this list for the work that I have to do for the awards in terms of the contacts or the connections that I have to make. But one thing is that I write everything down. The reason I write everything down, and this is, just classic management theory. If you want, you can go into Getting Things Done by David Allen. He'll say, and most of kind of the experts will say, that when you write things down, you also have the opportunity to prioritize it. No matter how small, no matter, what topic you're dealing with, if you write it down, then you're able to say, okay, well, this comes before this, and this needs to come before that. When you don't write things down, what happens is you got to keep this list in your head. Like you got to remember to remember. And that in itself is stressful. So what I want you to do, I'm challenging you, is to get that notebook. Doesn't have to be that big, doesn't have to be that expensive, and write it down, my friends, no matter how inane and no matter how life admin-y, no matter if it's in the middle of, you thinking about work but you think about something that you have to do at home. Maybe you have to renew your pet insurance. I'm not sure. Whatever it is, write it down, my friends. And then later on, what happens is that you're going to make time, like maybe it's on your commute home, or maybe it's on a Saturday morning where you look through it and you rationalize it. This is so key in order for you to manage and match the time you have available with the things that you have to do. Because quite frankly, you can't do everything. After your time audit, you're going to know that you have half an hour free here, or you're going to have, an hour free here. And once you do that, then you'll be able to match, okay, well, what can I do in that time? I could probably pop online and order myself a wheelie bin in the free 10 minutes that I have here. Or I may have to save it for a big chunk of life admin duties, and I do that on Saturday morning. But you can't do the rationalization unless you write it down, darlings. I am so for this. We have things being thrown at us every single moment of the day. And if you don't write things down, then you just get in this really horrible, stressful place of having to remember everything in your brain. So you know what? Give your brain a rest, pick up your pen and write it down. And then let your brain operate at a higher functioning level. That it's not just about remembering stuff, but it's about solving and figuring out problems. That's where you want to get to, but that's like the next level stuff, and we'll cover that in another video. If you like what you hear, let me know. I absolutely love stationery, so you can even go deep and tell me, if you do write things down on a regular, you do have a regular notebook, then what notebooks do you recommend? What pens do you recommend? I love stationery because it just, it makes me kind of feel special about, what I'm writing down. So I'd love to hear what you guys use. But we cover this stuff every single week, this kind of stuff, just to help you up-level your life. So make sure you subscribe, and I will see you on the other side.